screen, join in. Sorry.
Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Look, I'm streaming all, girl, I'm worldwide. I got Facebook,
Okay, yes, you
YouTube,
are.
and TikTok.
Yes,
Now,
yeah.
come
Do those
on.
sounds. Let me hear
Yeah. Tap that screen. Look, tap my screen. Here, tap me some
them.
more. So,
We need the word on the curb. We over on YT, just in case you wondering who is talking. So if you want to see both of us, you get over there. Lincoln's in the bio. But we'll be here screen to screen pretty soon. We getting her up and running, right? But we
yeah,
over here
testing,
to
testing.
testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Testing. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. And we're here to talk about the No New Friends on Heart Hustle Houston. I call it, I forgot what I was calling it, but I was calling it something. Damn it, I forgot, girl.
I said they called it right with No New Friends because, honey, where did they come from and who asked for this? That's all.
Exactly. And I go, how things go left when you try to be a little bit shady and messy. And I felt like Chloe was being just a little bit messy, but it went way left and it went out of her control. So
Chloe got one on, and she seemed to be like the epitome of misery loves company. And I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Oh. Look.
Look, what is it quiet? Look, where's the crickets at? Right?
I need to get the cricket sound. Let me look for that. I'm about to look for it. But anyways, oh, what is that? Large boo.
Right, let's get the crickets. Like, cause who disagree?
I don't disagree. I like
right,
Chloe. I think she's trying to be the pot stirrer.
We're rooting for her, but you keep coming for everybody. And girl, we trying to figure out what is going on over here.
Yeah, her scene with her son about made me cry though. It really did. And I empathize. We talking now, so we kind of gonna be all over the place. But her scene with her son kind of almost, I wouldn't say my parents were divorced, but I feel like when your parents divorce, I know death is a lot worse, but the oldest child is always given more responsibility. And I feel like that by him being older at the point that he was grown is probably why she didn't really, he was her only child for a long time. But he looked so, I would say, like, he just looked sad to me. He really did. I said, like, his light just seemed dim. I said, before I really didn't pay attention, I just thought maybe he was, lazy ass boy sitting around. Right. But then to hear him talk, I really felt bad for him. I said, because she probably was going through her own, trauma. And now I got these two young babies and got to try to figure it out. So I can understand both parts. Where she probably was thinking he already grown. I got these little babies to raise, and he instantly became like a daddy.
And I just want to give her the benefit of the doubt to say it's not that she like, well, he already grown in that sense. It more so was just where it seemed like she needed to be. And so like we talking about survival mode. I've been talking about that a lot for myself on TikTok, and for me that conversation is what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Is the mom really kind of explaining like, dang, I went into survival, and and yeah, you were here because it sounds like maybe he did too in his own form, in his own way. And so that's what we did as a family. And now we kind of able to come out and be able to say something about it and address it, I thought that, I did like that. I like the conversation. I agree with you that he seemed very sad, but I like that they were able to have it.
Yes, I really like that. It was a good conversation, and to me, it was a real moment. Unlike that dang on women's event.
I told you before, what
Latoria.
these Letitia, Latricia, Latasha, all of this, honey, Latoria. But Latoria reminds me of Letitia from Bell Collective. Like she just has this air. I'm not sure if this is the truth, like because maybe somebody set her up for this, but like you are in charge of the girls.
Yeah.
And that's what she presents. And yeah, it felt like the whole thing just came out of nowhere. And yeah,
she couldn't keep the name together. I mean, I can't keep the names together either on stuff, but she couldn't really keep the name together. She go, oops.
I can't either, but I agree. It ain't nothing you thought about for that long.
Yeah. So we're going to start out at the Mocha Lounge. I think we started to go there when we were in Houston. And we have Latoria, Elena, Chloe, Ro, and Timu Wig.
Timu Wig.
Shaquiqui.
Okay.
But anyways, Timu Wig was trying too hard. She bust out all her little AOL emails from back in 2014 and tried to bust out Latoria. Latoria was like, and Ro wouldn't have it. And they went back. Latoria decided to get her purse and leave. She said she ain't got time for this. The girl's trying too hard. And maybe Miss was it Shaquiqui, Shaquia.
That lady's name. That lady. Yeah, that lady.
Sir, ma'am, sir.
Now that's your words. I'm just calling her that
lady. But, okay, sir, ma'am. Her pronouns is her. So her, Shaquita. Wait a minute, Shaniqua.
Oh,
Shaniqua came in. Yeah, Shaniqua. Shaniqua came in. Yeah, Shaniqua. Something like that. One of them kind of names.
That lady. You have to come on around. Here's the thing. As much as you went dug in the crates for those damn receipts, listen, you just as bad. Now, we do remember Giovanna now, because who could forget her after those antics that she pulled? So you running in the same league now. So at this point, you that lady. But you show up again and show your ass, we're going to know who you are.
Exactly. But she goes, and so her and Ro is going back and forth because she called Ro a bitch. Ro called her weird for having those her receipts, as she called it. And then Ro got mad and was leaving, and she called her big ass. And Ro said, I'm proud to be it. So Chloe is totally embarrassed. She said, I don't do this shit. This is not what I do. I'm too classy for this now, especially not in no black establishment, or we're too classy for this. Point blank, period. I'm gonna stop right there. What do you think? We already kind of talked about it, but what do you think?
Well, that's true. Hey, y'all, I just want to enter the people that coming in the room. We are reviewing Heart and Hustle, Houston. I want to call it Huntsville. Heart and Hustle, Houston, season 1, episode 5. Now, this is where I'm going to just skip right on to Chloe. What I did think in the moment, even though, old girl popped out her bag, she seemed like she came in on some bull. Like, I ain't really sure how Chloe didn't know that this girl felt whatever it is. She came in ready to, feel. Because it took you some time in 2025 to go back to wherever you went. I don't even know.
Do they still exist?
You know how much time it'll take me to go back into my email account and go way back to 2014 and go, And the only reason why I'm going to do that is because I need to show up in court for something. You know what I'm
So she
saying?
must
Like
have
that.
archived it. So she
Yeah,
archived
she
them?
might. I'm not going to say she archived it because I think more likely than not, especially with people using a email on their phones, more likely than not, nobody goes to their desktop to go into their email. So
I do.
I'm about to give you this tidbit. There's a way to go find it. You just go to your desktop because you're not going in and you're not deleting nothing. So your desktop is able to house more, see more. At least I hope. I hope this girl didn't use her mobile phone to go back to 2014. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving you a way that you can go and do it. But that, like, I'm coming from a place that that's my job, is to go back and go get information. You know what I mean? Like, and so you know how long something is housed and you know, whatever, then yeah, the information is always there. It's just what you're willing to go through to go get it. And that's what I mean. Most people are not going in and deleting anything, to be quite honest. Because you would, I mean, like on your phone, how often do you feel like you go in and delete your emails?
Girl, I never do. I don't look at my real mail. So
you can go on your desktop and you probably could find whatever, like how medical records are housed for 7 years, whatever the term is that you Yahoo or whatever you know what I'm saying, use
AOL.
that they house your things, then you could go back that far and go get it. It's just not on your phone, because every time you get a new phone, then it's only the new stuff. So like I said, she did a lot to go get it. And I find it hard to believe that Chloe wouldn't know. Now, this is a show, because that's where we get to the show part, and maybe it was just her obligation to invite this lady. But I feel like she came in with the smoke. You had to know she was wanting to address someone. That's all.
Yes. So after that scene, the women are all invited out to eat with Latoria. And so it's Latoria, all of the ladies, Manera, Chloe, Labrina, Ro, and the rest of them. So they said this was after the circus that went to the zoo. So Latoria is letting the ladies know she's going to be honoring 20 women in Houston, boss ladies. And included in those 20 women is Ro and Elena. These are for people that have broken barriers in their industry. We got Elena, who is a makeup artist, and she's done people. I've seen that she's done Eve and some others. Latoya Luckett and
well,
others.
according to her mama, not enough. That's
all. Not Beyonce. It ain't been me yet. She got Beyonce like.
But according to her mama, she ain't did enough, honey. She needs to step her game up according to her mama. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we get to that scene. And then she's honoring Ro because she's mastered a male-dominated industry where she's setting up businesses, consulting, and some other stuff. I forgot. I meant to write it down, but grandbaby
this barmaid into a career.
Where my sounds at? They don't got crickets. I don't know. I don't think so. But anyways.
I'm gonna let you keep going with it for as long as you will. Honey.
We'll see. We're gonna be finding out. So she in
good company. I'm not saying she's the only one that try to turn something into nothing. Like, you in good company, honey. Look at Britt.
Girl.
Go ahead. On to the next slide.
Girl, don't be compared. Girl, don't nobody compare to Britt now. I'll be so upset.
I'm not comparing her to Britt in the sense of I don't even know what you mean because I'm really just saying what I said. Like,
I don't think she
well,
came in and bragged. Britt
like
came in and bragged.
type of air where there was something happening and you tried to present it like something else. Now, the difference is you came on a show where they about to find out what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, and boom, you ain't got a chance. On something like this, that's easier to do because everybody start. That's what we mean by like even like it seems like they got the right formula now. Everybody needs to start off on some type of level playing field. Nobody needs to feel like they got to, be the one upper in that. So like I'm just calling the spade a spade. And maybe there is some sort of bias to lead me to the conclusion that I've come to. I don't know. But all I'm saying is I'm not gonna be surprised if what y'all keep trying to say this girl, like I do find it comical. I don't know why I don't think that's a career. I don't, and maybe like again, she don't present like a career. She present like somebody that fell into some job and that's what she doing. So I look at that like a bar manager. Somebody opened a club. I'm calling it what it is.
So
These
you
people
don't
think it's professional.
none of them?
No, I'm talking about her and her person that hired her. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about them, not the rest of them. But I'm saying like you got somebody that opened the club. Even when you say they helped own it, and I, listen, like even with me, like I'm not saying that you got to have. I feel like oh girl Elena, she didn't say oh I went to such and such school of beauty and then I will. She sounds like she built her career off of, and that's what makeup artists do for the most part. There's not a school that you generally go to. You generally are self-taught. Now they've incorporated makeup courses, you know what I mean, like in certain things, but that's not a deal. And I don't know if it's the same thing when you manage bars, but when you tell me that somebody is in
Like you would have to take
hospitality,
some business management or something.
so this is my point. When you tell me that somebody is in hospitality, I don't necessarily add that up with somebody running the local bar. I don't add that up. I think I add up hospitality with you run banquets, you run conferences, you know what I'm saying? You in some place where that is what's happening in your business. Not every Friday night it's $2 whatever or $2 Tuesdays, the Friday night special. Like I don't equate those two things in hospitality. And that's the way it's been presented to me. I'm just giving the facts. That's why I say I'm
I
not down
didn't
in
hear them say that she was in hospital.
in what she do. I just think it's a bar manager and not necessarily somebody who has a career in hospitality. That's what I'm saying. Can she do
Oh,
what do you think she gonna well, let me stop. I sound like Funky Dineva because that's what I'm saying. Like with if the skill set that she has was built at that place, where else is she going?
from what they say, she's opened several of them.
Okay.
All I know, I can just go by as what all it took for my brother, what my brothers took to get theirs up and running. And it was no small feat. I mean, and it was a lot. And my little,
But do
okay,
you
my
consider your brothers in
younger
hospitality? Is that the way you describe what they do? I'm just
hospitality.
asking.
No.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you
Is
use
that the
that type of
conversation that
phrase,
is that the
huh?
conversation she used that it was hospitality?
Yeah,
Because I
that's
missed that.
what right. That's what she said. She was in hospitality. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm not here
Who
for you
said
trying
that?
to I felt like Latoria.
Okay,
Now,
Latoya
now
said
it
it.
may not have been Ro that described herself that way. It may not have been.
Okay.
But no, yeah, somebody used what she did as hospitality. And that's where I was like, now hold on, hold the phone.
Okay,
You
no,
done went
okay,
too
yeah.
damn far.
Okay. Okay, I get that. I understand. I didn't hear that because maybe I was listening for Rose's own words. But no, hospitality to me means
Right. And
banquet
that's
and
what
stuff like
I'm
that.
saying, the overall picture. And that's why I think that old girl did that in a sense. Like it, and fine, because I'm not trying to downgrade what she's done also. All I'm saying is don't present it to me as one thing and it's something else. That's it. Because I don't equate those two. I don't equate what she does as hospitality.
No.
I don't.
And I don't think she does either. It doesn't sound like hospitality.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So I'm right on that.
All right. Okay, we're on the same page here. No, I didn't think so. No, I didn't hear that though, too. So that okay.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rewatch the whole damn 5 seasons just so I can get the clip, so I can show it because I know they said it's like
hospitality. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't consider that hospitality.
Like, oh no, girl, you're not finna do that. I am not no damn fool. That girl is a bar manager at best.
So I wouldn't say a bar manager. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't because
it's not her club. So the only reason, so I get what you're saying because, like I'm saying, maybe she
does consulting too.
Okay, so consulting. All right, fine. We'll go with that. Bar consulting, nightlife industry consulting. What it?
I think opening up businesses consulting.
Say that louder.
Know how to pull all those different permits and all those different things. All the things that we don't know how to get when you're supposed to get
like
them.
That's just
how to get the liquor license.
So some guy needed to turn his money into something legal, and he got some female who was able to go find out all the ins and the outs. Listen, I'ma just call a spade.
Well, most of it's self-taught. It's self-taught, honey. What'd you say? The makeup artist is self-taught? So she's self-taught, honey. Whatever it is, it's getting it being paid.
Because it is, because the information is there, and ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't sell it to me like it's hospitality. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I don't have nothing for that. I'm mad. We can do a laugh. But anyways, so as they go over the stuff, then they start talking about Shaquiqui. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And that went in her email bullying competition. And Latoya just basically states that she don't want anyone around her that has to try so hard to prove that they know her or she knows them.
I ain't mad at that.
And Ro talks about how she was in her car crying because she didn't want to go back to the old her. Because she said she was the bully that bullied the bullies. She said that in the scene with
yeah, she was the bully that bullies.
Yeah, because she didn't like it. And then so they talk about also that Latoya has to leave early because it's her dad's anniversary of his death. And there we go. Go ahead.
Let's just say go.
Go ahead. This is our review.
I mean, Ro, Ro is Ro. I feel like I said this already. Ro is rough around the edges. That's fine. She knows it. And I think that's why she's having a hard time fitting in this group. And, maybe I could be a little softer on her. Like I said, my only thing about that career thing was like, come on now, we're not gonna do that. Like if we're gonna keep it 100, keep it 100. So everything else that Ro give, I'm willing to see it. I don't know. I don't know. even though old girl came in with a lot of energy, I felt like Ro seemed like she was doubling. And again, it felt unbalanced only because if y'all don't know this girl, I don't know why she brought the smoke, but I'm really sure why y'all got smoked. Like y'all really could be looking at her upside her head, like, bitches, you cool.
Well, I think because remember that the women didn't know that Shaquiqui was coming.
Then they should have had to smoke with Chloe because that's who brought her.
Yeah. They should have. And then, but I think Chloe had to pick her mouth up off the ground because she didn't even know the girl was going to go left like that.
To the fact, I don't know why that girl had literal copies in her purse from 2015.
Her receipts.
That to you?
I don't know, because she felt minimized.
That's some TV BS. I'm not buying that. Yeah. You knew what she was coming for.
Yeah, because she said she felt minimized. I'm like, what? How did she feel minimized?
And that's the thing. Like, is she supposed to be a part of the season or something? And is this all a part of the get up? Like, are we gonna see her again?
I think so.
Okay.
Because remember when they're having their conversation at the end.
So that's probably it in the grand scheme of things. It was a scheme that Todd set up to cover the bullshit.
Yes. Because when she was at the rodeo thing, who does that? If I don't remember you, I'm not inviting you with my friends. I'm not doing that. So.
Unless she's supposed to be, like, she felt like she was supposed to be able to, be in the, like, whatever. Like, you felt like that was your introduction. Same. Like, what, like, again, because it all felt off. And so since you say we're going to see her again, because I would think that if Chloe was the one that brought her and you were so taken aback, why would you bring her back again?
Girl, she kept pushing. Remember, because she believed in second chances, is what Chloe said.
It was the second chance when she came there and showed her ass with those 2014 receipts.
So they're going to have a sit down later on. So
that was her pulling down her panties and showing her
ass. Let me shut up. Yeah. So then we meet Elena's children. Elena and what's her husband's name again? Elena's husband. I don't remember his name.
Right.
He not fine. Him.
With right. Not fine. That's what it is.
So we meet the kids. We have Brooke and Landon. And then we meet the grandma, Mimi, aka Miss Linda. We find out Miss Linda and Elena's relationship is a little different to me. Seems like the mom is kind of overbearing a little bit, and they like to put on airs, and she learned it from her mom. Because dealt with a drunk for many years and made like everything was okay, and then she decided to leave. So I don't know. I guess this is what Elena's doing with her and her husband in, putting up a good front, trying to protect them.
She's doing something.
Because she says she can't get over the cheating. So I'm like, they've been married 15 years, right? He cheated 15, 16 years ago. If that's the only time. So what can we get over? And why is you still tripping about it? If you went ahead,
I feel like clearly it's not. Like, I don't know what she's holding on to. She give me like the male thing, like you skating around something.
That's Martell.
Yeah, and again, like you separating this stuff. I said it from episode 1. Like, it sounds like they're already in the middle of the divorce and they ain't told nobody. That's what I'm saying.
Especially when she said that they haven't slept together in 2 months.
And they in separate rooms, all of it. Everything, and separating the businesses that you've been in for, all of it adds up to at least you preparing for a divorce.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, if you're not already, like, but you certainly sound like you're preparing for one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she got cute little kids. And she said one thing that around her mother and her husband, that she doesn't feel like she's good enough.
Hey, Katie's.
So I thought that is crazy. And we find out that the mom helped her start her business because she was over there doing makeup for free. The mom said, "Oh no, you got to be getting paid for it." So she helped her get business cards and all that kind of stuff. So she talks to her mom about her.
I like that she helped her get that business off the ground, and for it to at least be what it is in terms of she able to, kind of do this. Her mama don't seem to do that. Poor thing, her mama don't seem to think she did enough. Her mama seemed to think she could do better. And I see where she coming from with it, like, well.
I think the studio is real cute though.
I thought it was too, but I thought her mama was. I thought she did good to sit there on that couch with her mom, and for her to tell her like, "Oh, I did what she said, Beyonce cousin." She gonna say, "Anybody I know? Do you know any of the Knowles family?" First of all, is what I know. Is there anyone in the Knowles family that you know? That's because if there was, I assume your daughter would be doing their makeup. Number one, I wouldn't think that she would have to tell you that that's who she's doing. But if it's Beyonce cousin, like that's a hater, mama or not, that's a hater.
Yeah,
like right now today, if I did something and I said I did Beyonce's cousin's eyebrows,
girl,
said, do I know her?
You arrived, honey. Bitch, I'll be like, I'm worldwide.
Who the fuck? I don't give a damn. That's proximity, honey.
I know that's right.
And that's what I'm saying. You a god doggone hater. If you sit up and talk about like you could do better.
Yeah.
Get out. That's what you can do.
Yes.
Go do that on the curb.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So her mother doesn't want to be called grandma. She wants to be called Mimi. Honey, I'm a reluctant granny myself. But she looked like she about 60 something. But you know,
she look like she's pretty young.
And my grandkids, they don't call me grandma. Okay. And I never forced it on them. They went to Awa.
What's that? Like, where did that come from?
Daycare. Okay. The daycare kids, they were learning to say my name. They're all the same age. So all these kids now are about 14, 15. Mm-hmm. So first it started out as Lala because they got Angela. Then they, because even the parents would call me Awa. And they just started calling me Awa. And with even though the kids that got older, they all say Miss Angela. But my grandkids, they always stuck with them as Awa. And they called me Awa.
That's nice. That's
going to Awa's house. Awa. Now my new grandbabies, they'll be calling me granny or grandma. Whatever. I haven't impressed upon them no Gigi, Mimi, and none of that kind of stuff. I guess I'm old enough now, 53.
I feel like I don't have any grandbabies, and I feel like I do want to when I thought I might have been at least acting in a grandparent type of role, I was like, well, I feel like I want something a little bit different than granny, even though at the same time, I just want the kid, like whatever they navigate to, whatever they call me, I'm an answer to. That's what. But I was like, I want to be called something like Queen Mother or whatever.
Now my kids, grandma, it seems like she said she never told nobody to say it, but they call her mother. And they had the conversation. Well, I think because when I was pregnant with my daughter, my mother-in-law was pregnant with her youngest son. And I said, maybe because because he calls his mom mother. And maybe that's how that came about. I don't know how it came about, but they call her mother.
So that's why I'm like, Queen. My dad says, like, that's a lot. Like, so I end up looking up the Hebrew word for like Queen Mother, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something like something I can't remember, but that's what he said. That's a lot for a baby to know, like to learn. Like, well, like I say, whatever they call me though, and I guess that would be whatever their parents, like kind of say,
Yeah.
like, so I'm okay with,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Because
Cause
my
it don't matter what they call me, baby. This thing gonna look how she look. You better know it.
girl, yes. Uh-huh. I know it. I'm like, shoot, I don't feel,
Yeah,
well, I
you
feel
better
old, but I
know
don't
it.
look old. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Miss Mimi,
Had them snatching their necks back, talking about grandma. Like, yeah, snatch their neck back. You heard it. Like,
my cousin, she did a TikTok thing and then talk about grandma, how she don't dress like a grandma. And she got like 14 of them things, girl. I'm like, girl, they took a beautiful
that's
picture.
hilarious.
But my cousin, honey, she stay
Mm-hmm.
together. I'm not lying. She's a dresser. And she's always traveling too. But to see what they took, was it Christmas pictures? And I'm like, God, dog, you got that many damn grandkids. I mean, her son, how many children does he have? I think they have like, he's married and all his kids are with his wife. I think they got 6 or 7.
Okay.
He wanted to have 10. I said, shit.
Wow, honey, that's a lot.
Girl, I said, well, go ahead. Don't take it afford them.
That's it,
They
honey.
afford them.
Do nothing, okay?
Yeah,
I
got a beautiful family. But yeah. So I know, I said, well, when I was coming up, the grandmas looked old. I said, I don't feel like I look how my grandmas used to look. They used to look old.
I don't think I look how my grandma used to look even though I do think what's funny is I had my grandma died, passed away when I was about 7. So my and she would happen to be young, for her age. However, what I do think is I think I do look like her. I do resemble her. But other than that, no, I think I still look younger.
Well, my dad's mother was born 1914. She was old as dirt when we came around. She was old when she had my daddy, so so his daddy was born 1910, mama born 1914. So but they were married like 14 years before they had their first baby.
And this is from what they told them because they could have been born some other time.
Oh no, honey, they were some old mugs.
Well, I'm just saying, back then the records probably wasn't even being kept right. That's what I'm saying. They only know what somebody told them. Like they don't know if it's right or not.
She was born before 1920 because she was in that 1920 census, honey. Yeah, so they were old, but they never could get pregnant. So she finally basically adopted a child. After 14 years of trying, adopted a child and had 9 kids of her own.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So my dad was a triplet.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were quite old when they started having kids. But yeah, so we learned that about Miss Mimi, and she's kind of giving it to the daughter. So then we get over there to the Boss Women's event. And all the people who were nominated got their little awards. I mean, their plaques. I don't want to minimize nothing.
Well, you already said little award.
Because I'm thinking about how small it was, but not.
Listen, she put that together in a week and a half. Like, give her props, okay?
I didn't mean it like that, but yeah, I did. Okay. I don't even know the name of the event. Did you catch it? Because she kept messing it up.
Something, but she kept messing it up, so I don't even know if I got it right.
Yes, I don't know. So then they wanted, so Chloe brings up again about Shanina. Girl, I might keep messing this woman's name up.
Shakina.
Shaquia.
Shaniqua.
Shaniqua.
Is it Shaniqua?
Yes, Shaniqua. And they were saying that she needs to apologize. And Latoya was like, she wasn't having it. She don't even want to deal with it. And Rose says she can stick that T-Move wig up her ass. She didn't want to talk with her either. And then Manera
on that.
Manera made a in her confessional, she said something about then she took it back because she didn't want to say it because she don't want to promote violence. But the women were like, she called me a bitch. It'd been something. I'm like, yeah.
Listen, I don't even know if it's that serious. Like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, there are times that somebody could say, like, call you a bitch. And yeah, you could feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Real slighted.
But at the same time, it's just like what I was saying about, like, what I say, my friend on TikTok, Mrs. To You Hoes, honey. Like for some reason, somebody call you a hoe. Like, why would you be offended? I don't know. Like, it's such a desensitized word. So is bitch to me. Like, not saying that that's something that I use in a flippant way to I might use hoe in that way. Don't get me wrong, but I don't use the word because I get how people still are sensitive, but also it's just like, listen, somebody call me a bitch, I tell them don't forget a bad one. Like, add that to it. You call me a bitch, add bad. Okay, I'm a bad bitch, right? Like, that's it. Like, same. Like, if I'm a hoe, I'm a bad one. Like, tell a story, tell it all. There's don't leave nothing out. Like,
I think because the whole thing was confrontational, like it was. I don't know. I mean,
I feel like that just, I feel like at a 40 something, the people that's over 40, that type of shit shouldn't get under your skin. Not for real.
Yeah.
Not for real. It shouldn't. Like, cause I think it's just fodder. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's just something somebody say, but somebody like Cynthia said it best on this last thing, like somebody say you're a whore. Like, well, shit, then that's a little bit different. Like, well, hold on.
Not a hoe, but a whore.
Right. Like, hey, you hoe. Hoe is a little bit like, oh, girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, that come off. Hell, we singing in songs every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so but you whore, like, well, hold on now. Shit. Now coming from some other place, and now I got to get you together. And that's the thing about the bitch thing. Like, you call me a bitch, don't forget a bad one. That's what I want you to know. Queen B. The B is up to you.
Oh.
That's it. The B is up to you. I mean, Queen B.
Queen B. That's right.
It's up to you.
Yeah, because she already called her, when she called her big, she said, yeah, big and proud.
That's right. And I agree with that. You're a big bitch. Don't forget it. Shit. Don't you forget it. Don't forget bad. Like,
big bad bitch.
That's right. Like, that's what I'm saying. And because here's the thing with Latoria, not for nothing, those might be things that bother her. Maybe she might think she should be, because we're going to probably find out some bullshit like that. But all I'm saying is, in the midst of what's going on, you better not let nobody else know it. You know what the hell you walking around like. So if you come strutting up in the place like you that bitch, be that bitch.
That's right.
That's
exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Well, so we ended with that. You got their things, and we end up at Labrina's house. Labrina is pushing her daughter on the swing, and Chloe was like, "Oh, I'm out here fighting wars, and you over here pushing your baby on the swing. She want that life, honey."
I don't like that though. The only reason why I don't like that, in the sense of going back to what old girl said about like how whatever, like she said it in a way, and she did swoop over it, because what you are presenting is everything you have now, and this is what we're saying about coveting what somebody has, i.e., Shamia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to covet what somebody else has, even though you could be in a season where maybe what they have lines up with whatever you think you have. But what the thing is, you don't know the cost of somebody's oil. Like,
Yeah.
so you don't know what somebody done went through in order to see what it is you seeing today. So you better pray for your own blessings, and you better cover what it is God
She
got for
already
you.
said what she went through with that
Well,
husband.
I feel like she
I
kind
mean, a
of did.
portion.
Yeah, yeah, like right. But I'm saying like she didn't like because even with that, that's a way where somebody could be thinking like, oh well, girl, you know what I'm saying? Without even knowing. We don't really know the depths of what it is she even talking about. We don't know if there's some reason why that man is who he is today, and it ain't got nothing to do with him wanting to be that person for you. Maybe the circumstances led him to where he don't have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But Brother
But
Will
that's
has
what
changed his
I'm
life.
saying. We right. That's what I mean. Like you just don't. That's why you don't covet what somebody else has. You know what I mean? Like the Sierra prayer. I said this all the time. I say it to this day. And when they first start saying that stuff, stupid stuff, like I want Sierra's prayer, and I guess now it's Ashanti's prayer. I want this prayer, and it's like
I
you
haven't
never
heard
heard.
that.
You never heard no. You
No.
they say Breakfast Club.
Oh, girl, really?
They literally coined like Sierra had a prayer for Russell,
Russell
whatever his
Wilson.
name.
Wilson.
Okay, yeah, look, whatever his name is, and all, and yeah, it's been on the Breakfast Club. That's a thing, you know.
Really?
Mhm. And that's what I mean. It shouldn't be because you should have enough sense to know not that it is a wonderful thing to see somebody go from, you know what I mean, one thing to another. And what it seems to be is something like kind of like what we say about Marcel and Tisha. Like they seem to have a marriage that works. And
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, if you were going to pray for some sort of husband, you wouldn't pray for Marceau, but maybe you would pray for characteristics that he
I pray
showed.
for a Boaz. Give me
Again,
Boaz.
about the characteristics, same with Russell. Like that's what I mean. Like, no, when you start to, and I feel like on a surface level, the whole we want Sierra's prayer. Google that. I feel like it'll come up. But look, Google it on your phone.
Did she
But
pray for real for that? Did she say that?
I feel like maybe she did have some type of interview in which she was talking about a prayer she had for a husband.
Okay.
I do feel like that is something that she spoke about. I can't say 1000% because
Okay.
all I'm saying is the whole Sierra's prayer, it just turns, mute in my ear just because I don't subscribe to that. I know
No.
that I don't covet what anybody else has for that reason. And not to say anything is what I don't want what somebody else has had to go through to get to where they going. I know what I'm going through and I want where, you know what I'm saying, what's coming for me. And I want to make sure my prayers align. So that's what I mean. Like if you like I can understand seeing somebody, learning somebody, and learning characteristics, but going ahead like I want a husband like so and so. That's where you're going wrong. And that's and that's what we mean by coveting what somebody has. You begin to see what they have and want what they have, and that's what is meant for you. Because even like something here's the thing, like we said with Shamia and Portia, you seem to covet what Portia has when what you have is good enough, but you don't seem to see it.
I'm saying good or better.
Well, that's my point. It's
Yeah.
good enough. Like I don't really know what it is that you know what I'm saying, are going after that you want more of. It seems to be that what you have, yeah, if you will open your eyes up and see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what what did God, I can't think of her name. When she was like, you see, Cardi. You see, I don't know. Yeah, because I would. If, yes, Mia. Her life looks great. I
She
don't
the only
understand
one
what she
don't
can
see
see.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So then, so they go on to have their talk, and Chloe says that Labrina is her person while she's going through this with her son. Labrina, talks about how she felt like the relationship with her mother kind of went left after she had her baby and during the time that she really needed her most. And Chloe, felt like was really there listening and taking in everything she was saying because she felt like maybe that's what she did to her son, and she felt really bad about it. And I mean, there was raw emotion there. Good scene. I just feel like Labrina probably don't take her own advice.
That's what I felt too, because I was gonna say you forgot to mention the car
Yeah,
episode.
I was about to say that.
And listen, I felt bad in that scene, and I feel bad for what Chloe's saying because I think both things, and like I got 3 boys, so I kind of had understanding for that in both instances. Being a young mom, and I mean, yeah, there are mistakes made,
Yeah.
and their circumstance, not having support, whatever it is. But but I did think that I felt like Labrina really could have been, I guess, and maybe this was something that was cut out. But as far as what we saw, it would have been nice for her to express like what she was feeling more about the interaction with her son, because I remember what I thought it looked like a conversation sometimes between me and my son where it was like, oh, I'm just kind of like fussing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, because he seemed like he wasn't too happy. And
Mm-hmm.
the way she speaks, like if you just didn't know, you would think the boy was over to daddy house and she just had visitation.
Mm-hmm.
He's going back and forth, 3 times here, 4 times
Yeah,
there.
and I get where that could be difficult too, because if it is 2 different styles and 2 different things going on, I get where if you have the structure and you going somewhere for half of the week where it's none, I get how you become the enemy.
True. Yeah, that's true. So I also think too, because she mentioned that in the confessional that her and her husband can prepare or have give him a better life. So I'm like, okay, what is the difference in lifestyle here? So we going from this to something subpar. Is she paying that man child support?
Well, I don't know. But what I got is, sometimes, and it be the suburban kids, honey, they always want to be a thug. So I felt like that's what she was kind of expressing, is that he has a lifestyle that is offered and available to him, and yet he chooses something that seems to be less than.
Well, what I was thinking about the support, because basically, because they're doing, they're affluent. Seems like he shouldn't be going from sugar to shit.
Well, that just because she married a football player doesn't mean,
No, but she got a business.
huh?
She's doing well in her business.
But I'm saying that don't have nothing to do with what his dad has.
Yeah, but a lot of times when because she's a woman with the money, and because he's spending time at both places, and if he is so much worse off than the mother, then she would have to.
Well, I feel
That's
like
what happened to Halle Berry.
having shared custody is probably, this is my opinion, it probably happened that way because it's more beneficial to the dad as far as not having to pay who like that. Let's just assume the mom is usually the custodial parent, which means the child spend most of their time there. The way that men get around having to pay child support is to do shared custody, and that split the time. So yeah, that like however way that boils down, that's half the time they there.
Yeah,
so
but
that means whatever your lifestyle is, so that no
they
ain't
would
no
still have to do a modification, because if his lifestyle is so much less than hers, she would have to
that don't
pay.
have nothing to do with nothing though. I think
Yes,
that
it does. That's what Halle
well,
Berry
if
had
they
to
never
do.
was married, it sounds like you think that they had gotten a
No,
divorce or something.
no. Because Halle Berry wasn't married to that white guy. She still had to pay because he was not where she's at. And your kid cannot go from one lifestyle to another. Now, with us poor folks who ain't, if my kid is going somewhere, okay, I'm not making money like that. But if I have $1 million business or whatever, I'm guessing, I'm not saying, but I guess, then she would possibly, if this man is doing so much worse than she is, she would have to bring him. He can't go living from one lifestyle to the other.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that to be something that's normal, or I don't know. Like I can't say like that would be like a standard. What I feel like is more standard than not is if you sharing custody, then wherever you go for that time is where you at. Like, and that's what it is.
Yeah, for poor people. But for people who got money, that's why the people
But I'm
want to
saying
have babies with
with
these rich
the
people.
money. So if it's not him with the money that's able to fight and to get anything other, then he got to get what they give him.
Yes, it was the son who wanted to leave. I'm on live. That's what he called me every time I'm on live. Sorry. But what happens is, because even like in those modification papers, just like if you get a raise or whatever, because my cousin have to go back and forth with a baby daddy left and right.
Well, let me ask you, when you say she had to go back and forth, because I feel like when a person has to go back and forth, hey, how you doing? It's because somebody is bringing it up.
Yeah.
Like if you like, so that's what I mean. Like if things are, even in this case, I'm not even going, because we ain't got that far to know if this is something court ordered, if it's something that they agreed to on their own or what have you. But I feel like all of the other stuff just comes with the like parties making those things the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like I feel like just to be cut and dry, and I would give the advice to a guy. If you felt like you had some hang up about what you was gonna pay in child support, your way out of that is do share custody. Done. You know what I mean? Like, because you responsible for what your child in your time, and that person responsible for the child in their time. Now, when you talk about like maybe there's some shift in income level, because let's say, like, to your point, maybe maybe this guy has some type of thing going on to where the income is not an issue. That don't have anything to do with the family dynamics and where the hell.
Oh no.
Man, because that was the impression I got, is that whatever is happening there, it's not on the level of
but
what
I don't
she
feel like
wants to happen.
Yeah, but I feel like too.
I feel like that she was saying they ghetto. That's it. I mean,
so she's
like, we all skating around, like.
Well, okay, the daddy is so ghetto or whatever. So the daddy is so ghetto that the young man, when he goes over there or whatever, that his grades fail.
Behavior. And I feel like that's something that's more normal than not, especially when you could, like, I know them. Like, I know them. I feel like it's a regular thing where you had, like, you ain't had no parts of any type of street behavior, and yet you so engulfed in wanting to be a part of it. And a lot of it is because it's the popularity thing of what everybody is presenting. So it is hard. I think I like it is hard for you to be somebody who is telling your child to go to school, get good grades, this, that, and the third, and then they go somewhere else and maybe nobody telling them nothing. Nobody care if they go to school. You don't want to go to school today? Okay, fine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
I
I
understand.
don't think
That's
I
the
don't
way
think
she
because of,
presented it.
yeah,
I don't.
that's the way she's presenting it. But if he's there 4 or 3 nights a week, why is his grade suffering so bad? If he's at home with her.
Again, like I said, I do think that there can be some sort of issue when about the child going back and forth. Clearly, he's not doing something, and it's not like if, say for instance, he comes to your house for 3 days because it's only 5 days in a school week, and he come to your house for 3 days. Maybe he do the homework for you. Like, it doesn't add up that just because something is like happening at your house, that it there's something wrong in general. And I
Yeah,
feel
I
like,
think
and
it's
all
just
I'm saying is she's presenting it as if that, and I think this is again more normal than not, is that there's some type of structure she expects that he doesn't have somewhere else. And I don't know what that equates to. It might equate to a curfew, it might equate to checking homework, it might like, because those are normal things that a lot of men don't fucking do.
I feel like he is just being a teenager.
He
And at
might
times
be, yeah.
and
Yeah,
he's just doing
and
what
that's true.
teenagers do. At that time, he's
That's
what,
I mean, that's
15?
what
He
I
might be
kind
in
of
ninth
thought when
grade.
I saw her talking. That's what I'm saying. Well, it remind me of conversations with my own sons. Yeah, he might be, but I don't. One. All I'm saying is all of the things can be true. He can be being exposed to some other thing that doesn't look like what she's giving him. That's it. And it could be that he don't understand why he needs to do what she asking him to do. Because if you seeing somebody else be successful with less, then you feel like you able to do that. Not understanding, we're going back to the cost of oil. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding that somebody may have been in jail for 10 years, or you know what I mean? Like, you ain't understanding where this person got to, and she just trying to get you somewhere on the right side. I don't know. But that's the way she presented it to us.
Yes. And I don't I just feel like being that the dad is not there, we don't know, or whatever. He could be, she might always like baller types. He could have been a guy, that had it going on. Who
True.
knows? So all I'm saying is I guess to just say on national TV, basically insinuated like this dad ain't about too much. And he just happened to have, like, he just gonna have him come over here so he got to pay so much in child support.
I didn't say she did it. That could
No,
be
but that's the way she's giving us the impression that he's ghetto. The kid, he's not doing well over there, and we're able to provide a better life for him over here. And I think if I thought that the other place was that bad, he wouldn't be living over there. He go on the weekends. He'd be at home during the week. So I don't know. So he just didn't look like he was too happy with her.
That's true.
He didn't look, he didn't look happy in general. He could have been just had a headache. I don't know. But he just seemed to be, I don't know, just for her to just kind of push it all off on the other guy. I just thought, okay.
Right. I feel like she could have had a different conversation with Chloe in that, like, just to be a little bit more open. Because I agree, like that one thing, it just opens the door for all kinds of things, as far as what could be happening. But again, I don't think that just because she got money mean that the boy not going to a family's house who don't have it. I think that would be, I don't know how much I want to say as far as normal, because the part that I think is not normal is somebody sharing custody of their child. That's the part that I think is not normal. But whatever it is, as far as what they have, I could see one having more than the other. I think that happens more often than not. It's
That's
just
true.
usually the female over the man. Like the man got the money and it's female left. You know what I'm saying? With maybe whatever they got, you know. So that's what I mean. Like I can see that. Yeah, I could see that. I don't see that being odd in any type of way.
No, I'm just thinking it's not. I wouldn't imagine it is not too much of a difference. He's going to the same school. It's not like he's going 3 days over here and 2 days there. So he's going
Exactly.
to the same school. He's probably
But
around the
I
same
mean,
friends.
that could mean that the person is obligated to take them to whatever school it is, whoever is the person that's in charge of where that person go to school. That's kind of like now, I got a friend, I got two different friends, and they in different, very different situations, but at the same time, they both have to share their custody. So that's what I mean about the school, you know, thing.
Yeah.
Like that's something that it does, like one person does get to decide that, and then you just really got to comply with whatever that is. So that's what it don't really mean one thing or the other, you know what I'm saying? That's outside of, you just got to comply. And I feel like, I guess more than anything, it's just her, I guess, giving him access to his dad, you know, like you said, you know, maybe there's a world where a person would feel like, well, if they can't do little XYZ, like, you know, you can't see them, or you know, like block or whatever time it is they would have. I don't, like, I guess you just see it like whatever it is, what it is. Like that's your dad. Like, and whatever he got, he got. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be no different than a mama.
True.
Whatever I got. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah. So I don't know, Labrina, you could have rephrased it. I just don't like it. I don't. It just seems like he a deadbeat ass dad over there. That's what it just kind of made it feel like.
That's funny that you would see it that way, because this is what I'm gonna say. And same with Lance, I'll give Lance this. I thought the only thing that I gave Lance flack about, and more so his mother and not him in a sense, was because you complaining about sleep and you can't sleep because you got the baby. Like, well, that's what having a baby is. So, you know, get with the program. And your mama coming in to coddle you about it. See, that's the problem. But listen, I don't think there's anything deadbeat about a father who splits time with
Oh
their.
no, I don't think so either.
There's anything deadbeat about that. If that,
I don't
like,
think
that's
so
the
either.
most fairest thing a person could do. Now, I don't know what that, like, because my children didn't have that. So I don't know what that looks like for the child. You know what I'm saying? Like, so going back to how you say he looked unhappy. I don't know what that looks like for the child to be that way. But again, when we think about dads and the way, as easy as it is for them to be absentee and not a part of the picture, you know, that like it ain't nothing deadbeat about a dad splitting time with their child's mother. Ain't shit deadbeat about it.
Yeah. But she make
Yeah,
it seem
we gonna give that the props it deserves, because it ain't too many that's gonna do it.
No. And he wanted to go there, so his dad makes him feel comfortable and loved enough that he wants to go.
Right. And maybe, yeah. Like I said, I was just saying, like, and maybe it is lax, or maybe, like, I don't know, maybe she just jealous that he feel more comfortable there. Because I'm not saying that, I got the impression that maybe she was saying the same things that she was teaching was not being taught. I'm the one that said a little hood. I don't know if that had anything to do with where their financial status was at. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he does have just as much, you know, or what, you know.
Well, I think too with men with boys are not so strict.
That's right. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like men
with girls are very strict.
Yeah.
They're very strict on their daughters. Because I noticed the difference just in between my two kids here. And my daughter is 6 years older than my son, but my husband, it was always something. Whereas my
Mhm.
son, oh, he a boy going. I said he can make a whole lot of babies if he wants to.
Right,
She can
right.
only carry one at a time. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's that with that, and yeah, I guess I just wonder why he looks so sad. But kids look like they look, because mine look crazy all the time, and I swear I be doing a good job.
Ain't a damn thing wrong with them.
They mad, they mad because you talking to them. So
Okay, right. Ain't a damn thing wrong with them. Honey.
they be like, oh, stop talking to me. So then we have Chloe and her son. And I thought it was a good conversation. We got to know a little bit more about her son. Oh my goodness. What is his name? I forgot.
I don't remember. Nico,
Nico,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Nico, and seeing how vulnerable both of them were, and how they both were grieving because of the untimely death of the stepfather. What do you think about that situation?
I just really like that. Like we go back to, I always love reality TV shows, but I like those little moments that feel like it's just a touch of reality.
Yeah.
And maybe like um relatability. So I feel like that
Yes.
was something people could relate to. So it was good that they was able to, do that and show that.
Yes.
Mhm.
And be able to talk and work that out, and how she said
Mhm.
that Jordan could be on the back burner, because I didn't like how he was trying to.
Right, yeah. Your ass is only 2 years older than him. Talking about what he needs to do. Excuse you.
Exactly.
See,
I'm
that's
like, what does he do for a living?
what mm-hmm.
I was like, what is Jordan doing for a living at 28?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that was a good conversation there. So our last conversation will be with Shaniqua, Chloe, and Ro. And this is how they hash things out. We find out that Shaniqua used to get bullied and get called olive oil, and that's the reason why I think she probably just spazzed out on Latoria, feeling like she was being belittled or
That girl
something.
was looking for a moment.
Yes, she was, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to know, can we get past this, and will you let me and my wig alone? Rosa, just because we speaking now don't mean that we're gonna be besties.
I kind of had to be with Ro on that one. I know I dogged out her career, but I had to be with her on that one. Like, okay, girl.
No, I'm
Like,
not trusting
yeah,
it.
you look like I don't know. You're doing the most, and it's too much.
Yes, like she gonna tap dance for the dang on producers.
Exactly. Yeah, it's too much for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
get the hell on.
yes, yeah, what she said, put that wig up her ass.
Right.
Shove it up her ass. Timu wig. She said, can you leave my wig alone? And that's pretty much it.
Her
What would
wig
you
was
do?
better than Drew wig.
Girl, yeah. I don't like Drew wigs, period.
I don't. Drew was doing good. She tried to talk shit about them go naked wigs, but those were the best wigs you had, honey.
Yeah, her stuff be looking plastic. Just like, oh God, we was watching that episode of with Fiance and Family.
Oh, okay. Which one? The latest one?
Girl, I don't know, whatever came on after this, girl.
Okay.
And it was the two guys, one
Okay.
light brown and one dark skin. Girl, they about
Okay.
got
I didn't see
fighting.
them. Mm-hmm.
Girl, and the mama and the sister-in-law got these plastic looking wigs. I said, Jesus. Girl, on there showing they ass. My daughter was like, what is your code so I could watch this when I get home? It was a mess. I mean, girl, within the first 7 minutes of the show, they about ready to fight. And they are the ones thinking about getting married. The two grooms.
Oh, like a couple?
Yes, the couple. The two grooms. They about to throw down for real.
Oh my goodness. I'm about to watch this as soon as we get off.
Yes. Yeah, a tall, lighter brown guy and a dark-skinned, shorter guy. Girl was off the hook. Girl, I said, damn.
Okay, like you ain't even get to do the episode. They about to exit your ass right on out. Like,
girl, the woman came down. The next thing I know, they was outside, and once his family got there, it was on and popping. I said, "Damn," because I guess the short guy was saying, he felt like they're getting married, so he should come first, not the boy mama. They was like, "But that's his mama." I'm like, "Well, how many of them married?"
right.
I mean, that's
I don't know nobody mama that's coming before nobody's marriage now.
yeah, exactly. And and that's what the issue was. But it just the mama did not agree for them to get married because she said it was too toxic. I said within the first 5-7 minutes, they was
clearly
doing this, girl. I mean, swinging. I said, shoot, they doing all this. They's acting a stone cold fool. But yeah, I said I might start reviewing them. Yeah, but I thought this was a pretty good episode. I like Heart Hustle. Houston, it's a pretty good show to me. And we're getting to know the ladies. But like I said, I don't believe that dinner for the women is an annual event. Sounds like it was put up.
Well, it sounds like Leticia to me. Like I said, you ain't watched Bill Collective.
I've seen a couple episodes, but yeah.
With that, I think the brunches. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the brunches. Yeah,
doing them before. I don't know, but I feel like that was something she just started to do as a part of the show.
Is that the same thing with Nene when she was doing the stuff for the girls?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But we're not gonna hate. I just think that somebody told her she was like the one to, bring everybody together. I think that's the role that she playing.
Well, I think so. Like I said, I believe she's probably the most connected.
Mm-hmm.
I said because when they showed her pictures, they showed her with the likes of Shaquille and it was somebody else, a bigger name. So nobody else had nobody. It had LaToya Luckett. I mean, Beyonce Light. And Eve. So I'm like, Eve got it going on. So, but Shaquille, Evie.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, It is what it is.
So she's an award-winning publicist.
Mm-hmm.
So I be on their Instagrams.
Okay, well, do your thing.
They be doing stuff. That's go ahead. Yeah, they doing their little thing. I want to promote the show. Get people to watching it because I think it's a very good show, though.
I like it. I really do like it. What I do have to be reminded of sometimes is, or even as I watch it, like I said with Elena and her husband, it's giving me this Melody and Martell tease. And so when we think about reality shows, we know that these elements, take place. This is not a show that would be absent of some sort of drama. And I'm wondering if she the one, that's about to bring, some bombshell or something to
Sounds like it. It seems like it. Because she's just dropping breadcrumbs. Little breadcrumbs along the way. And it's going to be, like you said, she done separated everything.
Till we get to it and see what she's really talking about.
So, I don't know. But what would you rate this episode?
I feel like I would probably rate this. Maybe I'm being harsh, but it's in the 7 to. I'm not gonna, but I'm thinking 7 for me, like a good 7.
I think so. So what do you think if they add Shaquiqui as a friend of?
I don't know why she here.
I don't either.
Why she here? Why she here? Because why is she here? She came in all wrong with a lot of hard energy at people we don't even understand why. It's Yvonne. That's what I'm saying. It's Yvonne all over again.
Yvonne from Clark
came in. Don't nobody want to hear from you again.
I'm that bitch. I was young.
I was that bitch from Clark 10 years ago. Are you still
Girl.
living on the campus? Because who
Yeah.
the fuck else know who you are from Clark? And same with this one. You know, like I said, you come pulling out receipts from 10 years ago. I'm with old girl. Like, grab your purse and get the hell out of here. Because who got time?
She said, this is from 2014.
You want me? We're not discussing anything from then.
No, not at all.
Hell, I'm a whole new person. The fuck? You here's the thing. Let you reintroduce yourself because you don't know me, motherfucker. Like
You're right. I am a whole new person. Shit. 2014. Shoot. Okay.
it's a whole new person. Like, excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so reintroduce yourself, ma'am.
Sorry. Yeah, but that's it. Girl, I go down here and check on this baby. Everything too quiet.
Yeah, we'll check on the baby.
But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. And I mean, give you a little something to watch Saturday nights, Love and Marriage, we said about 7 or 8, and this is a 7, so it's a little entertainment. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's of course, it's a breath of fresh air. That's what
it is.
Say. Yeah. I can say that. It's a breath of fresh air. I'm looking forward to whatever else they bring. I think Manura, if anything, she's the one that's kind of on the tail end. I don't really feel like there's much to her storyline,
No.
But, we'll see.
Yeah. Because it look like everything is going perfect. She's content creating. She's got those beautiful babies. And it didn't seem
like not even to say everything's perfect. I just don't know what else we're supposed to
see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because her business is content creating.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see her out there doing being an engineer.
Yeah, that's true. I felt that way too. Like, dang, I really wish that like now going back to Love and Marriage Huntsville just for a second, I wouldn't mind like in the beginning where we would see like a girl that they brought in for a couple projects. I think she was like an architect or something. Like I wouldn't. We could get rid of Destiny and Trisha, and kind of bring in some more. At least for me, that's doing some of that. I would like that. Mm-hmm.
But isn't Trisha supposed to be an engineer?
Oh, maybe you're right. I think she is, she's working at the gym now.
All right now. I gotta get crickets. I gotta get the cricket sound. She working at
okay. Well, I say she's working at the gym now. I guess she's working out, but I don't know. Is that her everyday job? I don't, because all we know is she won't get a divorce and she likes to work out. But you are right. I feel like on an interview she did, we did find out that is what she, and like rightfully so, because they live in the middle of what else do you go to school for? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, those are smart fucking, like careers, and
does she work for NASA?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would like to see a few more of that, or at least be focusing. That's what they do. Because this bullshit, I don't want to know no more. Yeah. I don't want to know no more about Trisha.
No.
None of the family.
I want to see what they used to call themselves, the comeback crew.
Yeah.
Get the project.
Right, exactly.
And work it out.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice to see.
Yeah, it would be. I agree.
Because don't these shows usually do like a charity event or something?
Which one?
Like don't most of them usually try to do some kind of give back or something, or no?
Well, what was it? I feel like that was Mel. That was like hosting like events. You know, like Nell, it was her wedding renewal. Like, but Mel is the one that had like the mimosas with Mel, or the like she was the one that had these events and things.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't seem to.
Mm.
Oh, remember? Oh, the Black Expo, the Expo. Right. So maybe they're gonna do that again.
Okay. I don't want to see no more grown up play dates.
No, I don't either.
The field day or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, that's our thoughts. And I'm glad that you joined. Please like, share, and subscribe to
That's
Janae,
right.
Janae, and to Word on the Curb. And thank you, TikTok. Thank you, my grandkids.
That's so sweet. I love that her grandkids joined. That's so sweet.
And let me help Awa out.
Mm-hmm.
But push it for her, honey. Push it. They know what I got is gonna be there. So, honey.
I love it. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Because they the one made me start on TikTok in the first place.
Okay.
I had but baby, come get something on, whatever they was doing.
That's cute.
Yeah, they was doing all the little TikTok dances. But yeah, I'm gonna go down here and check on the baby and get ready for bed.
Well, all right then.
So we'll see you later. Thank you for joining us, and y'all have a great evening.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.